How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Fabledom, and welcome back to Nerdria, where there has been a considerable amount of progress. You might have noticed that the hospital has been built, and we've also managed to cure 5 sick Fablings. We've cured a whole lot more than that, though, because between episodes, I've got to be honest with you, okay? I've got to come clean about something. I wasn't gonna tell you this because I've realized I could just keep going and you probably wouldn't have noticed, but a lot of Fablings died to bring us this information. Specifically, a lot of Fablings got sick and the hospital took forever to build, so they ended up dying of the sickness, not to be confused with the sickness that Disturbed sings about in the famous song Down with the Sickness, which is fantastic, and I'm gonna have to listen to that when I'm done with this. But regardless, a lot of Fablings did die. That has now been sorted out, though, which is fine. We actually have one more peasant to bring in here, which will bring us up to numbers on that. We'll bring in some commoners as well, and that's gonna give us 3 unemployed Fablings, which is actually pretty good. I want to go around though and just double check that all of my shops do in fact have workers, which it seems like they do. I also decided to get another laborer's hut up here so that moving things into all of the construction sites would be a little bit faster. The hospital has 3 workers. The street theater has 1. This has 2. So everything in this space has the workers that it needs. The problem with building the hospital, though, was that it uses stone bricks, and stone bricks take a while to produce. And so what I had to do was come down here and get myself a second stone masonry. And even with a stone masonry, even with 2 of them at this point, we still only have 18 stone bricks. And I mean, stone production in general seems to take a little while, so I had a bit of an idea. I want to go ahead and claim my reward for building that hospital, and then I want to come down this way because we have got a small stone deposit right here, and we have got an iron deposit right here. We do need iron for certain bits of construction, so I figure we just get both of these up and going. The problem is this stone deposit is right next to a bunch of homesteads, and they're not going to be very happy about that. So I could look at moving these homesteads into this space, but then I got thinking further, and I got thinking specifically about the fact that we have got a stone quarry, which I'm assuming is going to be a little bit more efficient than the stone cutting thing that we had before. But then I realized this doesn't go here. This goes in a large stone deposit, which we conveniently have all the way down here. So maybe that's what we do. Maybe we expand out into this space, we build ourselves a few more homesteads, we put people to work here, and we just start trekking all of the stone bricks and all of the stone across the map if we happen to need it. Now we do have another large deposit up here, which I'm not gonna lie, I have just sort of noticed that that exists. So maybe that's what we do, because no one really lives near this thing, and that would be a stone deposit right next to my stone masonry. So you know what? I think that's the play. I think that's what we do. So let's get this thing placed, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and get myself another stone masonry. And I think 3 of these right next to each other is gonna be a good call. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one and just rotate it because it's bothering me that they're not gonna be lined up. So we're gonna just go ahead and demolish you and place it right about here. So they're gonna be nicely lined up. We are probably gonna want some gravel roads going around all of this. So we'll bring a road out here, here, and here. We can maybe go and do a road here and do a little bit of a road here as well, just to sort of enclose the quarry there. And I mean, that thing really only needs planks to be built, so it shouldn't take too long for it to come together, and that's hopefully going to help us out really nicely. Although by the looks of it, we might need another regenerator. So, well, actually, I don't know if a regenerator works in a large deposit, but you know what? We'll go ahead and do it anyway. We'll put the regenerator, I guess, right about here. Seems like a good place for it. It also needs planks and what look to be stone bricks, so that's all right. That should be some good production, though. That should help us out really, really nicely, and so hopefully we can get this stone brick situation sorted out. And it also means I don't need to move these homesteads, which I'm very happy about as well. The only issue is that I do want to get some iron production going. So we are going to be coming down here regardless, and we are going to be building an iron quarry. So it can live, let's see. Let's do an iron quarry right there. Let's do a regenerator right next to it. And then what I'd also like to do, not that we need to do this, but just because I can, and I think we probably should, I'm going to put some kind of forester in here. I think this would be a bit of an idea. I think this would be a good idea. So right about there, we're going to do a forester. We're going to build that. And then in terms of roads for this thing, I'm just going to do a little gravel road that comes down the side here and goes across like this. And then it looks like I could probably do a little gravel road that just comes straight over here, which I think is going to be the play. So that'll give us a bit of wood out of this place. We could get a forester's extension on this thing as well, which is probably not a terrible idea. We'll extend that road as well, just so it's in front of it. And that'll be a bit of production down in this space. And I think that'll be good. I mean, we could probably go further with this if we really wanted to, and we could look at building a stockpile out here as well. I'm not really against doing that. It's probably not a terrible idea, so that we actually have got some storage out next to where we're going to be making the iron and getting some wood as well. So you know what? Let's absolutely do that. Let's get ourselves a nice big stockpile out here, and we'll also get ourselves some more laborers. So we'll go ahead and put the laborers, let's see, is this going to take away any trees? I don't think it will. So we'll do some laborers in there just to sort of spread it out a little bit. It's going to take some time for all this to get built, but I think it's going to be for the best. I think it's going to be a really nice addition, and it's hopefully going to mean that we can go ahead and start making more things, start making better things. Between the stone production, which, by the way, it looks like this thing is up and going. It absolutely is. Okay, well, we can put peasants and commoners to work in here. I have a few that are close by, so we'll take out that one that's not close by. And that will immediately help us out in terms of the stone production, at the very least. Over this way, like I said, is going to take a little bit of time. Getting the lumber camp up and going is going to be no problem. But the biggest issue with this thing is going to be the fact that it is just far away from stuff. So what I might do, just because I actually love the idea of doing this, is I might come in here and build another condo. I think that's going to be the play. I think we build a condo right here. I think we go, what is this? That's 9, 18, 27 right there. So we do something like that, right? It's going to be a huge space, but we have over 8,000 coin right now, which, by the way, that's just an idea of how long it took to build that hospital. It was ridiculous. It really did take a little while to get that thing going. Oh, but a couple of houses just in there and there. We can, what do I want to do with this? You know what? Let's just do a row of houses right here. And we'll do a row of houses sort of along the back here as well. Can I just fill up this entire space with them? It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that, actually, which is a little bit unfortunate. We'll do 2 right there. We could do another couple of shops right here and here. And then I guess we'll just do a little archway in the middle. We can do a little archway on this side, and we can do a little archway just on that side as well. So that's going to give me room for decorations. It is 982 coin to build, 100 planks, 85 stone bricks, and 15 stone. It's going to take a while. So I'm not going to build it yet. I'm going to go ahead and put the basic infrastructure in here. So we'll get ourselves some sewers, which I think will be good. We'll get ourselves some roads around it as well, which I'm kind of wondering, can I double up roads in this? Do they just connect together? Ooh, they do. I mean, not all that nicely, but they do, which is great. So let me take out all this and let me get the rounded roads like that. And yeah, they don't connect together perfectly, but honestly, I'm sort of okay with that. Let me get the rounded road for here as well. We'll come straight across. Ooh, wait a minute. That's not central. Oh no. Oh, why? Why would I have to do that? Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay. You know what? I would love to say it doesn't pain me to have that be off center, but it's gonna have to be. It's just gonna have to be. It's gonna live like this for now. It is gonna need a town well, which I'm gonna say can go, I think back there for the town well, or man, what way do I want to do? Yeah, I think back there for the town well. We'll go for this, which I think is a good spot for it. I want to get some sharp cobblestone roads around this because I want it to be a very distinct square, which it now is. And then on the outskirts of this thing, let's do the sharp road here. Let's do the sharp road here. We'll do the sharp road here, and we'll do the sharp road here. So that gives us access to the well on all sides, which we are going to prioritize. And then in these other spaces, I want to do some decorations. In fact, I want to do some decorations all around this thing. So let me do this. Let me do the same thing on the other side. And then I want to maybe try and use something that I've used a little bit before, but I want to try and use these guys. Now, the game is going to complain if I try and put these archways here, because it's going to consider them blocking the entrance to these buildings. So I will have to put them on this side, and then I will have to put them on this side, and it won't let me double them up, but I can do this. So that should give me a bunch of archways around the well, which I'm hoping is going to look cool, especially if I do that. And that should give us a really cool looking town square where I can basically go and double it all up and put, you know, this set of buildings on that side as well. So we'll see if it works. We'll see if that actually looks the part. We'll see if it looks any good. I think for these spaces back here, what would I like to do? I'm kind of thinking more of these evergreens might be cool, or I could just do some hedges right down the middle. I think that actually looks a little bit better. It doesn't seem to do anything for, yeah, it actually doesn't do anything for the area though. So you know what? Let me do, oh, what do I want to do? Does this do anything? It does. So I could do a pillar. That's an option. I can't do the archway there, but ooh. Do I want to do the double archway? I think that's a little bit silly. I don't think we need that. I could do a gazebo right in the middle there if that building didn't look a bit strange. That would be neat. We've got little fountains and things like that too. We have a lot of options. I love going into this category and seeing what's in here. I really do. But I think since we're going to be getting some iron, maybe we could start putting the kingdom flag around the place. That would be neat. Maybe do the flag right about here, and we'll do one right about there. That'll give us a little bit of a bonus decoration. And I think just to keep things simple, let's just do this and this, just so we get that desirability boost in that space. It's going to take a while for all of this to come together, but I do have high hopes for this. And then we could build around this corner. In fact, I want to plan that out now as well. Let's very quickly, and I will try and be as quick as I can about this because I'm trying not to, you know, drag this all out. But if I was to, desirability is not amazing in there. It'll go up though. I think desirability is based on the number of props. So we can see there that like this area is really great for it and then that area is not. So it'll be okay. My thinking though is condominium right here. And then I can go back like this, and I can do this, and I can surround the corner. I can surround the corner, and it's going to look hopefully amazing is what we're looking for here. I don't know if it actually will, but we're gonna see. So I want to put this guy here. I am gonna try and put this guy on the inside, and then this one's gonna go here. And I suppose over on this side, kind of a similar story, I'll put you there. Now, can I get this to behave in a way that kind of makes sense? I can put you there. I can put you there. So that's a couple of little houses. And then we have 4 of these shops available. So we'll put one here. We'll put one here. We'll go and do here and here. And that seems all right. That seems like a really good little space. We can do some of these archways right there. We'll go right there and we'll go right about there. And it just fills in that corner perfect. Oh my God. I love that. Oh, I love that. That is so good. Okay. I'm not going to set this to build yet either. I am going to bring those commoners in and I'm going to just put some plants in there to get a little bit of a bonus. So it is a nice, pleasant space to be in. So we'll go for right about here and that'll be great. We could hopefully do some decorations in here as well. So can I get myself some of those double benches in here? I totally can. Okay. Yeah, absolutely here for that. That's kind of amazing. That's going to look so good. Okay. Let's have a look at these world events. We have Fablings in need. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that, so we're not going to. And we have a beauty contest, which got me rank 4 of 9. Okay. I'll take it. That's not bad. Oh, look at you. Look at this. How good does this look? There's a bit of Z fighting going on. The game's not happy about these overlapping, but if we ignore that, it looks amazing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Let me see what's going on here. So these guys still need to be built. The laborer's hut, the lumber camp, and the stockpile are all done. I have 8 unemployed fablings, which is perfect. These guys over here are taking some time. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put someone in that stone quarry. Even if they are a little bit far away, we'll have someone in the stone quarry. We probably don't need to put anyone in the laborer's hut right now, but I'm going to. I'm going to do the same with the stockpile, and I'm going to do the same with the lumber camp. That one's really far away. I'm not going to do that one. And that'll start to get me some resources from this space. I think what I'd like to do, as much as I want the iron production, I do think it would be an idea to prioritize the stone masonry over here. And I think it's also going to be worthwhile. Let me just double check. No, you are going to be the closest to this place. That's fine. Okay. My stone production should be much higher. I think we're just consuming it for a lot of things. I'm also keenly aware that we need more coal as well. We really do. We have none in storage. We consume all of it every time winter comes around. So it might be a really good idea, actually, to come down here and have some coal production in this space, since we are just chopping down some trees down here already. So let's do exactly that. Let me get a coal maker right here. And I mean, what's the range on you? You don't actually touch those trees. So I'm going to do a coal maker right about here as well. And I'm going to hope that that's enough is what I'm going to do. I'm really going to hope that that's enough. We're basically, I think, doubling our coal production. And so hopefully we will just have enough coal around to, you know, make sure we don't run out in the winter. That's the goal. That is the goal and the hope all in one. Now, I suppose while all of that's going on, I want to see what the hero is all about, because things like this is an encounter and can be interacted with using your hero. Now, my hero is this fella right here. We met him recently. He looks great. He looks friendly. He's got a nice hat. What does interacting with this do? Broken graves, cobwebs, and creepy statues. This place looks abandoned. At its center stands a half-ruined structure. Inside is a small bowl filled with some items. Could this be how they used to honor the dead? We could place 200 coins to honor the dead. We could take everything I can find, which is going to start combat, or I can return later. Interesting. Well, we have a lot of coin. I'm going to honor the dead. The lingering souls at the graveyard have finally been put to rest. Inside the center structure lays a dusty old schematic, barely readable. We've been rewarded with an ancient stone guardian, a massive statue formed from one of the greatest rulers of the past. And then this goes away. That's very cool. We're going to have to do a few of these because we do have some space around the map right now where we're going to want to investigate things. So let me bring in this commoner that maxes out at 117. At 120 people, we are going to be a big town. But first, I want to go investigate more things. We have more ruins over here to look into. So we'll send, there he is. Oh, look at him. What a lad. What an absolute unit of a man. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how combat works in this, but we have no soldiers. I think we need fablings for that as well. What is this? While searching through the ruins, the hero finds many relics from the past. Underwear, perhaps worn by a great wizard. Or how about the floral teapot? Surely used to brew ancient potions. On second hand, perhaps they're just regular items. These schematics look useful though. We've been given a flower rest area. We've got planted flowers surrounded by wooden benches. Very much okay with that. That sounds absolutely adorable, and I'm completely here for it. Do we have anything else? Oh, we do. We absolutely do. Let's go over and inspect this and see what it's all about. I also remembered that we do have pigs up here, so if we get ourselves a pig farm, we might be able to start getting some pork as a source of food as well. We should probably get a chicken coop as well, now that I think about it. We should do both. More sources of food are going to keep all my fablings nice and happy, so, you know, that's going to keep me happy in turn, and that's what it's all really about. Anyway, what do we got here? While searching through the ruins, we found underwear again. We got wooden flower pot. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. We also have a wishing well up there. Okay, well, we're not going to go to that because it is outside of my territory. But we do have these pigs here. Let me get my hero to come back and chill in the middle of town. And let me have a look into food production. So this will take the closest herd of available pigs and move them into the enclosure. It will produce pork from vegetables. We have 1,600 vegetables. That's fine. I would assume, so vegetables are 10 hunger, pork is 70 hunger. Yeah, we're going to be doing this. This thing has this really isn't desirable though. That's unfortunate. This would be a really good spot for it if not for this one little homestead down here, which is really unfortunate. I could put it right there if I got rid of that section of road though, which honestly, I'm kind of here for that. Well, am I here for that? Now that I think about it, I have a whole like farming area out here that I could play with. We don't have, do we have anyone living out here? We have one homestead, and then I don't think anyone else does live out here, right? No, I think we're good. Okay. Dismiss visitors. We're not going to be worrying too much about that. Yeah, let me build myself a pigsty out here. We do have a lumber camp though, which is a bit of a worry, but a pigsty like right here, I think should be fine. That's actually about the only place I can put it because we have that homestead right on the edge of this thing's radius. So yeah, let's put it right there. I don't know how exactly it works, but I'm excited to find out. And then we have the large chicken coop, which is also -10 desirability. I want to say put it right next to it. That seems like a fair shout. I think we'll do both and see if that works out. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Let's let them build. It's again going to take a little bit for those to build because we have all of the different productions going on, but I am here for it. We also have you up and running, so let's get someone working in there, even if you are a little bit far away. That's hopefully going to improve the stone brick production. And this one's coming together. So once that's built, we can go ahead and get this up and running as well. And I think that's going to be the last unemployed fabling for a little while. So let's get you in there. Again, a little bit far away, but that's totally okay. You know what I think we could also do? Let's take the coal limit up to 250. Let's take the planks limit to 250. And let's take the stone bricks limit to 250. We don't really need to limit flour or bread because the end goal here is bread. So that's fine. The eggs, however, interestingly, do consume, so they consume grain, they consume this. So, suddenly I get it. Suddenly I realize why it would want me to limit flour production because I do need a certain amount of, oh man. Okay, so so this consumes, bread consumes 2 flour, flour consumes 2 grain, eggs consume 2 grain. let's set a limit of 100 flour. Let's set a limit of 50 bread for now. We'll say a limit of 50 eggs, and we'll say a limit of, honestly, like 100 pork, and that should be fine. We can make armaments as well. We'll get around to doing that. I'm not sure if those numbers are going to work out for me there, but we'll sort of head in that direction for the limits and see how it goes. I do think we might want to get ourselves another territory at some point. We might also want to get something that's not commoners, since we really are going to need more workers. We did just get done with this regenerator down here, which is going to need a worker. We have this little coal maker down here, which is going to need a worker. We have obviously the iron quarry itself, which is going to need workers. And then, of course, we have commoners that are going to be needed in the condominiums to work as the condominium leader or whatever it happens to be. So there's a need for a lot of fablings right now. So we really might need to, I don't know. I think it's going to be a waiting game. I'm not going to lie. I do think we're in a little bit of a waiting game right now in terms of the productions and stuff like that. I am hopeful, I guess, that the number of laborers that I have running around will be helpful for us, though. Let's see what this is all about. We have some beggars. So times has been hard. I'll give you bread and vegetables. That's fine. We also have a new encounter, which is Eric One Eye. A massive creature with one giant eye. Is it friend or foe? You know what? Can I even get up there? Where's my hero? There he is. So how are you going to get up onto that cliff? How is it here? I'm assuming like you walk up this part or something. I would have to imagine that's what it is, right? You go up that like weird. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Okay. Can you interact with pigs? No. All right. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? My hero is about to get murdered. The hero's name's Fergus, by the way, just so we're clear. Let's see what this is. Wait, can I see how many hit points you have? 5,000. Uh-oh. All right. The giant one-eyed creature towers over your hero. It seems he's trying to communicate, but it might be a threat. It's impossible to tell if he's friend or foe. Okay, so if I if I spend some nobility, I will get the friendly Cyclops. He will roam my kingdom and spread joy, increasing global happiness by 5. Or I will get the essence of strength, which will increase the No, you know what? I like the idea that we have Eric just roaming around here, and I think he's just going to keep doing that. I think Eric's just going to roam around now, and I'm actually here for that. He's just going to go around and spread joy. That's going to bring happiness just up by 5 globe. That's amazing. Look at him. There's never been a happier lad than Eric, the one-eyed. What was his name? One-eyed Eric, whatever it is. I love that. This game's adorable, man. It's absolutely adorable. I've talked to a couple of my friends about this recently, and I've been like, hey, I've been recommending Fabledom to a few people, and I've seen a couple of people talking about it in the comments already about how it is kind of adorable and stuff like that. And I love stuff like this. I really do. I really, really genuinely do. It's really fun. You know what I suppose we could do? We have this farm right here, which I'm pretty sure it could have a couple more little spots next to it. I don't know what it's actually growing right now, though, so I'm going to avoid doing that. But what we could do is we could come in here with a little gravel road. And I'm thinking, now this is going to take away a little bit from this forester's hut. But if I was to do a little gravel road right here, for example, and then come into this space and say that we were going to build a homestead, we could build one here. And I'm actually going to hold shift while I do this to place multiple. We'll do here, and you know what? We'll do there as well. And then around this guy, we'll do this. We'll get the tree, and we'll get the doghouse. We'll build it. For this one, we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll get the tree, and this time we'll get the outhouse, and we'll build it. For this guy, once again, the same thing. We'll get the tree. We'll get the clothing line, just to be a bit different, and we'll build it. And for you, we will do this. We will get the tree, and we'll give you, I want to say a doghouse, and we'll build it. And that'll give us some Fablings that live in this area and that can go to work out here, which is going to be important. We also have a world event, which is Spirits of the Forest. Woodcutters are reporting that one of them accidentally stepped in a fairy. The little thing was more afraid than harmed, but it seems to have awakened something in the forests. Okay. So for 30 days, trees will be slower to grow. I'm kind of willing to do that, I think. Because I only have 5 nobility. I really don't have much to spare, so we're going to avoid spending nobility if we can. Well, if we can, essentially. Let's go ahead and dismiss the visitors for now. I probably should have held off because this thing's about to be built, but you know what? That's totally fine. It is by no means the end of the world. We'll get this all together as quickly as we can, and I think we'll also go in here and get ourselves the basic well right down there at the end of the street. I think it's going to be the spot for it. Again, taking away a tree from the woodcutter in here, but that's fine. We'll get that thing going. It's going to need a little bit of stone, but that's all right. We'll get all of these in here. We'll get some Fablings in there. They can go to work, and it's going to be good. We are hopefully not going to be dealing with a situation where we have Fablings super far away from their workplaces down here, which I'm hoping, in turn, is going to make this space so much more productive. Now, this right here, this little thing we're seeing, this complaint, that is missing cold. Or missing coal, they are cold. That's the problem that we're seeing everywhere. We do not have enough coal production, so that's kind of why it's going to be important to get these homesteads in here and to get some Fablings down into this space as quickly as we possibly can. We've got you're feeling sick, so you are, I would assume, going to go to the hospital right now, which is hopefully going to be the idea. I wonder if them being cold actually causes them to get sick. Oh, we also just finished the chicken coop. Look at you. All right, so this is going to need some workers. There's nothing we can expand on it, which is completely fine. And then this thing's going to have to come together at some point as well, which it'll get there. I mean, either way, it's not so much of an issue when it's not winter. It is now time to bring in some newcomers, though, and this is going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to give me workers. 2, it should, and it does, make us a big town. We got 500 coin. We got an embassy, which is a center for diplomacy, enables missions for other realms, spies, trading, and more. Oh, really interested to see how that works. We got the bank, which unlocks the ability to tax your Fablings at different rates. We got the Laborers Guild. Guild laborers can carry more material and construct buildings faster than normal laborers. We got the wall, which can be transformed into towers or gates. We can mount ranged units for more range and protection. That seems really interesting. And we got the Mystic Mine, which generates wealth. Once built, there is a risk of trolls creating camps in your realm in a hunt for its treasure. Okay. I don't think I want to do any of that right now. Although I would like to see, so what were we looking at here? We got the Laborers Guild, which is planks and stone bricks. Interesting. It also employs commoners. That's kind of neat. It also looks like the type of building that would almost be sort of wall to wall with everything we have going on here. I am very much on board with this. Very, very much on board with this. The embassy is a lot of stone bricks and a lot of planks. +5 desirability to an area. Look at you. That is a beautiful building. That is a beautiful building. Absolutely love it. It would look really good there, wouldn't it? It would look really cool there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. It would also look quite good here, which might be what I have to do with it. I might have to extend this little park thing, because this thing is not going to go... Or there, I suppose. I suppose that's yeah. I could live with an embassy being right about there. I think it is going to go on this side, though. I'm not going to place it right now, because again, we don't have the means to build it. The bank, on the other hand, ooh, the bank. The bank right there, that's amazing. What does it need? It needs a lot of bricks as well. Cool. I'm very much okay with that. Do we have any new? Obviously, we have the wooden flower pot, which had some variety to it that we got recently. We also got the little flower rest area that I absolutely adore. Look at this. Have we got anything else in here that's new now that we leveled up a little bit? We did get the ancient stone. Oh, look at you. Look at you. What is that made of? A lot of things. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. That is expensive. Ooh, we have a traveling merchant. I am almost tempted to make this deal. You know what? No, I'll do this one. We'll do that one. I don't feel like, wait, I finished all my construction. I don't need stone bricks anymore. Okay. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll put that thing there. Let me immediately get some people working in these coal makers so that they can get up and running nice and quickly. I'm less concerned about the iron quarry right now. In fact, this is really good timing. So we got those working. You guys can come out of that lumber camp. At least one of you can come out of there. One of you can come out of there as well. In fact, both of you can come out of that laborer's hut, because I think having you guys, oh, you're not close by at all. Okay. Well, that does give us, what, 2 people unemployed. So let's put 1 in that regenerator and I guess 1 in the iron quarry for now. Again, the goal is going to be to swap them out for these guys, but at the very least, this is all up and running now, which is very exciting. And we have got that little surplus of stone bricks now, which is going to help us out. We should start to see all of this production pick up a little bit now that we're not really using much of it. And I think a dragon has entered your realm. What do you mean a dragon has entered my realm? Hello? Why do you look so friendly? Oh no, you don't. You look like you're suspicious of something. I don't like this. Oh, the dragon is here. Needless to say, our fablings are terrified of the massive creature. We suggest you give it what it wants so it leaves us in peace. Ballistas can fire at it, but it takes a lot for the creature to retreat. I don't like the idea of that. We'll just give it some money. That's what we'll do. We'll just give it some money. Give it that 400 coin. Let me look at you. That's... Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. You know what I think might be an idea? Just before we wrap things up for today, I think we need to go and see what this beanstalk is all about. Although I don't have any nobility, so this might be a really bad idea. This could be disastrous. The tip of the beanstalk disappears above the clouds, and rumor has it a great treasure waits up there. Who is brave enough? Sure. Let's see how that goes. That doesn't seem like a bad idea at all. I might deeply regret that choice. There is a definite possibility I'm going to regret that choice. We do have the pigsty up and going though, which is great. We do need people working in there, but this is good. We have the technology to make that happen. In fact, I think it might be an idea to get us another little homestead just out here. We'll make it a little bit asymmetrical. Oh, I can do this. All right. Well, in that case, let me give you a nice tree. Can I just give you 2 trees? I kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you 2 trees right there. And then we'll go into decorations and I'm just going to give you like a little flower pot at the back there just to brighten the place up. And that'll be all right. Hopefully we can get some people in there. Let's also welcome some visitors, and there's still nothing really going on with this. I really do have some concerns about what I might have done here with my hero, but you know what? We'll not worry about it. Let me see. We got you working in the iron quarry. You are now much closer to that thing, which is great. We've got you working in there. You are much closer as well. We still have 2 people unemployed though. So you are still really far away. I'm not really interested in having you work in there if you are going to be that far away. But at the very least, I mean, it's coal production. We have some iron production now. We have stone brick production, and we should end up with, like I said, we've technically doubled our coal production, so we should be fine. Although in saying that, I can't help but notice that my coal stockpile never really seems to move. I've also noticed that I do, in fact, I mean, I should have noticed this earlier, but it's kind of just hit me that we do have 2 lumber camps right next to each other here. So that would probably explain why there's so much lumber in this stockpile. So maybe what we do is we just get ourselves more coal makers. Maybe we do 2 more right there. We could do even more if I wanted to, but I think that's probably an idea. That's probably a way to hopefully just really start cranking up the amount of coal coming out here. That's kind of the big thing, right? That's the one big thing that we're lacking right now, is a good amount of coal. Now, does anyone live here? No. Okay, so no one lives in there. We're gonna need to bring in some fablings to this place, which would be lovely. It would be really, really good if we could do that, because then I can put them to work in the chicken coop and the pigsty. There's no one available right now for either of those jobs. And then that's going to be a source of food for everybody. That's going to keep us that little bit happier. We do have 87 days of food though, so it's not like we're struggling. It's just, I don't know, I'm a little bit greedy. I've been on a diet lately. The only thing I can think about is food. So yeah, I would like more than 87 days or 84 days worth of food. Oh, there we go. We've got people living in there. So one of you can now go and work in the pigsty, and then one of you can go and work in the chicken coop, and that'll be a source of both of those types of food, which is absolutely fantastic as far as I'm concerned. What is this? We have polluted water. We found traces of some foreign substance in our water supplies. If we don't act quick, they're going to start falling sick. Ooh, okay. So what do we do? So 200 coin to fix this. We are making 152 coin. So I'm quite content just spending coin left, right, and center. I really don't think it's all that much of a problem, to be quite honest with you. Which is it's a nice situation to be in, right? It's a really nice situation to be in. Let me see here. When do we next level up? We are a small city at 150 people. Okay. We're definitely starting to see this population climb a little bit. Speaking of climbing, that was a good segue, you gotta admit. Would be nice if this beanstalk encounter would do anything, but I've really got no idea. I've got no idea how long it takes. So, oh, hello, what is this? A new encounter spawned in the realm. We have whatever this is, the fluting fawn. Okay, he's got 50 hit points, but my hero is up in the clouds, so we'll not worry too much about it. It's totally fine. I would like to get these done. I think that'd be great. We have 1 unemployed fabling right now, so I would unfortunately need to expand my homesteads a little bit. So what I think we'll do is exactly that. We'll build a homestead here. We'll build a homestead here. We will go back like this, get them a nice tree and a little doghouse in the back and build it. And then you will do exactly the same thing, get you a nice tree, and we'll give you an outhouse in the back and build it. And that'll give us some people relatively close by that can go and work in these new coal makers. You, for example, are super far away from it. Emily, I mean, where do you're a commoner. Where do you live? Can I view your house? The townhouse. I would like to locate it. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, you are ridiculously far away from your workplace. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Let's dismiss these visitors. And you know what? Just because it's not worth it, let's just not have Emily work in there. We'll just get these built. We'll wait for these to build and everything should be fine. I'm also noticing that my granaries are starting to fill up, so we might need more of those as well, just to make sure we have plenty of food available. But that can be something for future me to worry about. I think we'll go ahead and leave it there for today. I'm kind of happy with where we've gotten to. Obviously, none of this got built, but it's planned, and I think that's just as, well, it's not just as exciting. It would be nice if it got built, but you know, I think it's exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting this whole thing sort of stretching around that lake. I think it's going to look fantastic. So we can absolutely look forward to doing that. Either way, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.